Alright. Got to get my charger. It's, yeah. Well, last time... Yeah. Alright, I'm having a drink. I've got to get my charger. Someone's in comments. I don't know who they are. They're anonymous. They said, "Evening, bunny." I got loads of pain in my back. Like, insane. And also the swelling over my ovaries. Or wherever that is. Swelling. The pain that... Don't get tubal litigation is what I'm going to say. Because I give up asking NHS. Just telling them, oh, I've got issues from this. It's not in the schedule there with their schedule. I got to get my charger. I can't hear, which I quite like. Now I've presented myself in one way. Can it be any other way? Your comms are welcome. I've been using my vaporizer. I'm not here as an advert. I'm not promoting anything or anything. Right, there's no promotions here. But I've been on my vaporizer. I've been having a drink. That's it. That's all. That's all I'm willing to share right now. I'd like to go longer than 77.5 hours. I'd like to go longer than 140 hours. I'd like to go longer than 160, 300. Because the longest live stream ever with 4 people from Hulu in 20 something was 170 something hours. So if this just carries on and the internet doesn't break down, and when I go out I can switch to my phone and live stream when I'm out and sleeping and all this, whatever, will break the world record. And people in comms to keep the stream alive. Or perhaps me. Perhaps that's what this is all about. Is that secretly, deep down, I think I have nothing left. My mum there, my baby there, me here. Not getting better. Still not been to see the rheumatologist on the NHS. No. Teenage girls make things up. So refer the working age man instead for his images and everything. So here now, that girl there, my mum there. Me here now, desperate. Maybe just stop eating. Fast, so do a spiritual fast, a religious one, whatever it is. Nil by mouth, and then no smoking, then improve life, undo childhood programming, to the point of miraculous cure. Now able to engage productively in the world, perhaps make money, perhaps be useful other than laying on back for thrusting to victory, like as if part of the war effort. It is all about me, Re-Up. Right now it's all about me, especially for you at home trying to distract yourself from whatever it is. That thing, won't go away, will it? You know, I've been living with the blamer as well. I think there is a state of soul that reflects this. It's all my fault. Even stuff like moment to moment, making up issues, the way, the motivation, wrong. I was living with that. To bring it back into the real world, a man did come and stay with me for 2 nights. Nothing happened of that type, which your mind automatically assumes. Because we had a conversation beforehand in which I said, no. And fair plays to that dude, open-minded. Alright, likes a challenge. Went down quite well, surprised. But then spent 2 days as if living together in the same bedroom, everything. Just, I called time on him earlier. It's like, not doing that, like, go to bed now. No touching. Well, I did get a cuddle and it was quite nice. But then frustration sets in. I want a wank. He's not wanking me off. I don't want him to wank me off. That's disgusting. Have some boundaries. So I sent him home. Well, in fact, he volunteered. I was on my phone a lot, playing a game. I move the colours around, they match together, they explode, I win points, prizes and more. Dopamine hit. But my mind stilled. No longer the blamer, me sitting in my room waiting, praying for the advocate. He will arrive, and he does, every time. If you have no faith, find some now. The Lord Jesus Christ did die for your sins, and mine as well. So repent. Forget what your parents taught you to drink hard and be available, you know? Just I was taught to be available. That's all it fucking was. That's all it was, bruv. Be available to daddy. Alright? You try to cross that over into a religious community? Problematic. Alright? They have different ideas about women that we also acknowledge at times as heathens. Less romantic, perhaps. Cut a hole in the sheet, lay sheets between woman and man, and on full moon, when likely to conceive, thrust for the friction to be able to ejaculate through the hole in the cloth into said vagina to bring progeny. That's the Jewish way, that's what I was told. Bring in prostitute into the mix. Doesn't know how to say no, has no in vocabulary for sex, undue programming, that kind of thing. Somebody sent me a book to read 3 chapters this morning. It was good context. I'm not alone. Comments have stopped. It's fine. I like the close-up angle of the camera. I like the grimy, still not got root canal done, sweet prostitution. Daddy come, you know, daddy don't leave is reality. It's not daddy don't come again, it's daddy don't go, you know. Please don't go, babe, I love you so, you know. It's the abandonment that's the issue, you know. Once upon a time, sex was behind a boundary of marriage, and it was forever. When daddy fucks child, daddy leaves child. There is no bond of marriage. There is no responsibility from daddy to baby. Does anyone consider this? Does anyone think what happens to these us people with daddies when we grow, you know, into like actually teenagers for one thing? Actually switch on now, you know, pheromones. Like, does anyone, because I was listening to somebody live streaming recently and they were talking about those birds that give out easy, and I said they probably were nonced as kids, and this guy was like, how dare you, it's my dashing charm and good providence of the Lord God Almighty that I was able to bang this bird. Nonsense. Plain nonsense. Want it to be normalised now. But it's not that extreme, re-up. Like, some sex education's good. We didn't have none at school. You know, I gave up school, actually, to learn how to skin up. I didn't know how to skin up at 14, 15, whenever we'd arrived. 1996, I stopped going to school. I was sick. I was ill. The story of my goddamn life. One moment, I need to get, before these questions, which are very welcome, but I will sleep at some point. It won't be that far away. I plugged in. I have to get the charger. You can't ask that question as well, Rup. Hello, Vinny Vids. You can't ask where's my daughter. It's rude. Rude question. I'm drinking amaretto, in case anyone wants to know. Cheap Disaronno with juice. I've got, what's that thing called? Kombucha that I'll mix some in with now. I'm drunk enough. But also, Oromorph does pretty much the same thing. Yeah, good night, love. This is just, it's survival now. It's desperation. It's the key word here. And also an innovative spirit. An innovative spirit. Yeah, as well. That give me something to do. I'm under fucking employed. I don't want to suck dick for a living. Okay, because that's very hit and miss. It's either 0 or hundreds. So, no suck dick. If not enough physical interaction, still don't suck dick. Not enough money. No, I'm not ready. Is the crux of it. They need me to be ready when they want to come and do a thing. I have to look at all angles in order to survive. And that was the obvious one to go for from the beginning. Now that I'm reacquainted with my life. Because, I was in counselling and therapy and all that stuff. All that good stuff. All that mental health stuff for years. And just couldn't go there with that stuff. Those memories. Not good. Danger. It's fine. I'm not, like I said in the beginning, I'm not trying to promote anything. Even, this is a co-creation, I'm not trying to produce nothing exactly. Just desperation, like I said. Staying alive. Initiation. This could be a religious experience, we don't know. Just, but the charger, and also, where is my daughter is not a question like you need to repeat. You don't need to repeat that. Because I can't tell you the answers to that. And even if I knew, I wouldn't tell you, would I? A stranger on the internet. It could be anyone. With any plans at all. Sick. So that's why so there's no cause for me to champion, is what I'm saying. Unless apart from me. And then that's a co-creation of time spent online. And I think screens are terrible. I think there's a lot of potential in light emission to affect mental states. Facts of physics, just so you know. But I do it anyway. Playing my game, like matching my pieces together, blowing up bombs, dopamine hit. I won the round. Sometimes I play each round like 20 times. I'm dropping money on it. Like, I'm on a limited income. And I'm like banging $4.99 on extra coins and lives and stuff. That's how good my life is, basically. That's where my excess wealth is going. Royal match. I've got to take a shit at some point again. I've got loads of belly aches all the time, surgery, and ever since I was a kid as well. And it's pretty shit, isn't it, when people say that? It's like, fuck, alright, mate. If it was made up, let's get attention. Well, I want fucking medical attention. I don't want your fucking sympathy and like grapes in a card, get well soon. Bit of actual, healthcare. What the fuck? Healthcare? Are you joking me? Are you actually joking me? So just be yourselves. You're bound to anyway. Just got no hope of changing that. What was you doing with your parents when you were like 6 or 7? Do you still do those things? Do you? Tell me in the comments what sort of things you were doing with your dad when you were 7. Yeah? I'm curious, because I know what I was doing. It's probably, and at 10, a bit different, I hope, to what you might have been doing. There is no God but Allah. There is no God but God. Gonna take that shit soon. Yeah, alright. Well, the charger as well. It's always slow. It's always slow when you begin your efforts, The beginning is difficult. It just basically feels like I need to piss all the time. It feels like this whole area down here is really tender. Like, when I do actually need to urinate, it's like high alert. there is pain, there is swelling. Don't put titanium clips in your abdomen. Don't be spellbinded. Don't be spellbinded by surgeons that just, or doctors are like, I know best. Why don't you just put some filthy clips in there, like after your womb ablation, which is like actually transforming your life and like just takes 15 minutes, and I cut all the diseased endometriosis cells out of your abdomen. Why don't I put metal in your abdomen to stop any possibility of you getting pregnant to about the same degree that, I don't know, a copper IUD, a copper coil, you know, that would probably, which is, you know, you had no problems with that before, but no, I'll put titanium. Don't be spellbounded. They don't know best. You know, but if you're on pregabalin at the same time, and it really is a bad idea for you to have another baby, it's understandable that you would just go, yes, doc, you obviously know best. You wouldn't recommend this if it wasn't good for me. You know, can see you're a high caliber of a gentleman. Right, well, I'm going to do those things I said, and you be happy there. Don't fight among yourselves. There's no point to fight over Allah, gods, Christian gods, Muslim gods. Just know that corruption runs deep through every system in the world. Doesn't matter if you want to call it religious, secular, political, medical, historical. Corruption, right? Right, so don't get hit up. Oh no, Allah. Just be happy. Respect your neighbours, and if you fancy it, have a look in the book for yourself to make a better decision. Because all them imams and pastors, talking gobbledygook. They're like, this is what is in the book. Listen, I'll tell you. No. Get the book. Buy the book. Read the book. Have your own opinion. Then people, they get paid to like do religion. Don't trust them, right? Because they're telling you what's in the book. Who wants to read a book when everyone, or watch a movie, if everyone's telling you, oh, this is what happens in the book, this is what happens at the end of the book, this is what happens in the movie? Get the book. Right? They're gone in the brains. I heard prosperity gospel. Give me your fucking money, 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 money. Don't buy the book. I'll tell you what the book says. I write books about the book and sell you those books. Alright? And meanwhile, don't do this that I do anyway. But what a disaster, right? Without rules as well. So we're being held back from the truth. And the truth is we are one. Right? We are one. Right, that's all they want is just say, well, I'll divide up into your groups there so I can oversee you. Sandra's with Boris, Doris is with Doris. You know, it's a pantopticon then, right? And it's not obligatory to gossip. Right, but all of us here, don't matter if you're secular, Christian, Jewish, whatever it is, you're Muslim, Baha'i, Hindu. Secrecy on one hand, gossip on the other. Fucks it up for everyone. Right, you keep my secret, I'll keep your secret. And meanwhile, the corner is gossip about, you know, what she's doing there. Fucked it all up. Right, I don't want to know. And at the same time, don't drink. Is that right? Don't drink, right, and don't have no sex. Do they understand how we've been raised? Don't have sex. God, if you knew my life, you would understand the absurdity of it. And I think it's a good idea to not have sex, loads of sex. Like, don't wait until you're married. Get a fucking license. Are you mad? It's fucking velvet, bruv. And you're going to scramble up all your spaghetti together. So don't, it's meant to be forever, that sex thing. It's mad, isn't it? Because a minute ago I was like, yeah, suck dick for a living and that. My dad and all that. Do you see where we're so far gone? We're so away from reality. And yet what can you do to change it? If that's how you're raised in the beginning, what possibility of a future? Just pain. Pain, making mistakes, trying to change. That's all that is. I am a cornetto. I'm a cornetto. I've had head injuries, and I just talk how I can, because they don't come like real easy to me. But also, I'm really interested in spoken words and communication, and in my survival. So I decided to come here and speak, and it won't always be that way. So thanks for the questions. I'm neither Cornish or Irish, but I have noticed that in the south of the UK, big shout out to my salt rock lamp just for a second. It's lovely. Glow. South has a lot of similarities. Now, when I learned how to speak again after head injuries in 2010, first time around when I got head injuries, my ex tried to kill me. He was hearing voices telling him to kill me, to harm me, unalive me. Back in 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10, around that time. The first time around, I read a long healing prayer written by Baha'u'llah. I should have linked it really in here. I'll link it now. And that sorted me out. And also being around people that were speaking. So I got like a proper healing from that first lot of head injuries, temporal lobe. But then when I learned how to speak again the next time to be fluent, I took Liverpudlian. It came that way. I did some spoken word at home. So most of my shit's all so underground you weren't even there, bruv. Like, it's fine. It's just life. It's this world. It's the universe. It's got myriad bits in it, you know? Like, you know what I'm saying? You didn't have to be there. You didn't have to be there. But it came out Liverpool. So don't get that confused with Irish or Cornish, because it's not. And if I've got pressure put on me to cross my T's and dot my I's and put on airs and graces, then that happens as well. And I've had a drink, and I've had vaporizers, and I've had my jaw broken, and I've got all sorts of issues there. So, but not Cornish. But I like ice cream. That's what I'm going to say. And I didn't mean anything other than that. Just I like ice cream. Where's my daughter? Like, what a bollocks you are, triggering me as well. Violent. Right? I'm here now. Don't need to worry. Alright. You know, like, what happens if I play music, right, innit? play a bit of music. Not right now. It's late. I don't know exactly what time. Maybe 12. Oh my god, that stiffness is almost like unreal. Hyper. It's actually, no, it's not. It's hyper real. That's the thing. That's the reality. Oh my god. Hello. Is everybody normal? Yes, you are the one. Yes. Oh, bruv. Bastian remembers me from a long time ago in his own special way, and I did set myself up that time. I'm going to take the not the blame. No, you don't. I can't smoke weed anymore, Bastian. Like, the last time I smoked marijuana, weed, cannabis, was the day I got these done in April, and I'd already stopped multiple times, and I was eating hash. I was buying hash. I've still got some, and eating it. And then I didn't have a vaporizer, and they were smoking weed, and I went, let me have some, because I love marijuana. That's the last time, April. Now, it's around. I've got the video of it already. It's a vaporizer, you know. You don't even need to see it, just because they exist. But yeah, this is the longest live stream in the world ever. Take 2. It is what it is, and it is what it is. And I don't hate that saying, because it fucking is what it is, isn't it? Before we reach the singularity, people, let's engage in diversity of thought, because it's interesting, you know? So, I don't know if I want to do that right now. I will, but I don't know if I want to do that right now. You're up for it. I think I've just about plugged in my laptop right now. You might be expecting a bit much from me, like 27 minutes into this effort, this co-creation. So, yeah, maybe in a bit. Yeah, let me, I mean, you know, of course I'm going to say yes. Fuck. My dad was having sex with me when I was young. Of course I'm gonna say yes. Fuck, my name is Yes. Hi. Fuck. Marijuana goods. Yeah, good vaporizers. No going back, bruv. My life was in ruins, you know, and like, fuck. But yeah, for some medical help. The bipolar's playing up again, doctor. She's talking about Maxwell again and her dad. You know, back in the day when people were rational, things like bipolar diagnosis, manic depression was evidence of sexual abuse. Now, it's used to discredit people that talk about it. And what gives there? Like, fucking make your mind up, bruv. Like, they had to go and create a whole foundation, I think in the 1980s, called the False Memory Foundation. You remember abuse? You're imagining it. You know, oh, it didn't feel like abuse. It was hot. It felt nice. Who says no to their daddy when they're little, you know? So yeah, of course, yeah, just to catch up. Like you said, just keep it casual, you know? Don't get too serious too soon, you know? But yeah, I mean, future hope, Bastien. I don't even know your name. I talk to you like, oh, it's that guy. Shit. Oh yeah, but I'm getting a drink as well. It's pretty bad. Like, I've given up asking for help, and I can pay every now and then for help. I've just started paying my bills again. I could have claimed government assistance for 2 years before I did. So yeah, I lived in a tent for 4 months, I think. The thing is, when I was in my 20s, right, and I drank that decade, and then I stopped for a decade, right, pretty much. Fucking hell, I didn't smoke weed, you know, I was taking the pills, you know, pre-gabs and all that, on prescription, for the fucking little good that they do, without an actual diagnosis or like any treatment at all. But yeah, and in that time when I used to drink in my 20s, I used to make a big deal about having a lot of money. And I liked shopping. It's my love language. So you asked for Alka-Seltzer, I come with that and jeans, alright? And it made me feel better because Risperidol is a really terrible intervention. So, yeah, but I don't have money now. I have a brick. I can't shift this fucking brick. I have writing on the walls. It's supposed to be for sale, it's already, it's just what it is. I'm going to stay the fuck here, okay? I'm not at liberty to tell you where 0 out the E is. Bastien, you want to talk craziness incarnated? We can. I'm cautious. I have real pain. And before I kind of used to smoke weed and bounce up and down and be like, it's fine. And now I can't hide it. I don't want to anymore. I got to 40 and started going backwards. Like, la 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 la. The fuck did I, Just be careful. Anyone who's approaching the end of their youth, which I'd say is the last 3 to 5 years of your 30s, don't. Stop. Another comment popped up. I'll get back to you 1 second. Yeah, there's that comedian man that died on stage, innit? I could be that person. Just stream long enough, eventually give up on the job. 800 reply loans says, can you use that your real name? Says, can you get my mate Lord J on PIP? No, because he's able-bodied, therefore should be of able mind, and if he's not either of those things, that's not my problem. If he's able-bodied, he should be of able mind, chances are, so he doesn't need PIP, quite frankly. So yeah, thanks. Yeah, this microphone is probably the best thing that came out of 2020. Didn't need so many cannabis seeds, and never got to re-record the Prince Andrew dub skit thing in a quiet place. So it's fine. I'm fortunate soul because I like looking at myself. Sometimes I look really attractive, like stop the man in the street attractive, and that's an effort. So I like this look as well, and I like to look at this look. Guys, fucking pain for days, bruv. And it's not an emergency, though. It's just constantly debilitating, so that's okay. Good, not an emergency, Good. Don't need to worry about it then. Yeah. And apparently it's too complicated, so that's their reason as well. Put them in, can't take them out, sorry. Didn't warn you about that. Didn't warn you about the 50% chance that you'd end up with chronic pelvic pain. By the way, we're trying to treat that, get rid of chronic, all that stuff. NHS, mads. That's what I'm going to say, mads. I've been hitting the heads. Yeah. Hashtag desperate. But also amaretto. And that man in the shop. Yeah, it's a lot. I don't know, because I go to, over the years, I have many medical problems, and so it's just an issue now, you can't take them out, right? If you want to take the filthy clips out, you actually really, what you're saying is you're going to remove all the ovaries, right? I mean, you may as fucking well, I'm sterilised anyway. So what do I need a fucking hormonal cycle for? I found out when I got sterilised, the majority of your attraction to the opposite sex is about making a baby. If you take away the possibility, it changes everything. Very weird. Don't recommend you do it. Don't do it. It's not necessary. The surgeon was a bit too keen. That's what I'm going to say. He was keen. He was very keen. And I was taking pregabalin. Maybe I won't drink more alcohol. It probably is not going to strengthen me right now. I mean, in some ways I enjoy this pain, I will be honest. I think that's what happened to me. I got to the point now I just enjoy it. Just make the most of it. I mean, it is all over me, reproductive bits, just fucking have a bit of What do you think about the riot? I don't think, actually I'll tell you what I think about the riots. Media manipulation. I'm going to write it in the comments. Media manipulation of societal expectations. Ergo reality. Alright? Don't underestimate the corruption. Total bollocks. They go on their Facebook, they get their news, their biases, they get their identity, and then they go out and they wave their signs and get, oh, it's them guys. Here, I've got my sign. They're gone. It's not real what they are participating in. It's just not. It is what it is. That's all you can say about it. You know, down with this kind of thing. Like, fuck off. You know. Courtesy for my neighbours. It's so fucking dark now. Alright, done. Oh well. Black screen. Fuck. Yeah. It's the bullets. It's like none of us, in an ideal world, none of us would be here now with this whole what the fuck this is. We've got people living next door to us, in the next room, but no one can go anywhere or do anything because you've got that mental thing that you're chained up to. Well, you don't have to. Me, I'm just sick, but I've got a get out of jail free card. I'm just like, I wasn't there because I was ill. It's fine. But they're just, no, it's not reality. Even the riots, which, so then there's an active force, there's a karma, there's an action and a reaction. That is all karma is action and reaction. Okay, so they smashed some windows, they threw some rocks, they achieved nothing because the game that they're playing is fake, and the war that they are engaged in is only exists in their minds. When it comes to race and religion, the real problem is that we're fucked financially. We don't own nothing. We got no shares in nothing. You should be born and have a share into what it is because you're part of. But no, we live in an economic insanity. Even economics itself is just made up. Alright? But no, they want to go and be pissed off because the government let all these people come here and we already didn't have enough services for ourselves and now we're fucked. But going into the street because you went to a Facebook group and they said come to London at 2 p.m. and waving your placard that says on it what you believe or opposes what they believe, what they've been led to believe they believe, achieves nothing. Write a fucking petition. Make it really good. Take your time with it. Send it to you. That will make a change. Government policy changes based on the written words, but going and flashing a fucking placard about nothing. Achieve zero. And meanwhile, some people like me, I just feel like I'm dead. Yeah? Already fucking dead. You know, 30 years of arthritis in my spine, 44 years of Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, something like 30 years of chest and sinus infections, although I was getting them as a proper burn as well, as a little one. Smoking, raised to have, it's just terrible. What a fucking wasteland, really. And then religion. You know, then the rules come in for me later, and I find it all really bizarre. I'm like, really? In a perfect world? You get a license to do that and you have equal rights? She's your wife? You know, no. Just when did we not grow up in the same world? Everyone was having sex with everyone. Kel surprise, that's what everyone's doing today, on steroids. So, you know, whatever. Bye, Bastien, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Keeps my life moving on and interesting, and it gives me something to do. And, you know, that's not a bad thing. Because I couldn't do the book, and the Patreon page obviously is gone. It was already gone, I think it was already gone before I got spiked. Because the crazy thing about it is they didn't need to try and kill me, unless it was like someone trying to benefit from my will before I sold my flat and spent all my money. I mean, that's possible. But, you know, as well, the Maxwell thing, I can't fucking sit to write that bollocks. Oh, I can't stomach it. 4,000 words was enough. Because in my life, over and over again, I have this lesson as well. It's like, I don't have to produce anything to be loved, right? Because there are people as well that's paraplegic, just can't move, neck down, can't speak, nothing, head injuries. What's that guy done, you know? But in his heart, hopefully, he's not lost his mind anyway, you know. And I don't think it's that. I don't know. Oh yes, I should be. All right, that's the place for me. HMO? Do you mean HMP? What? What's HMO? Are you in a homo? I don't know. It's early days. I'm just drinking. I don't know the answer to that now. Am I in a homo? I wish I was in a homo. I wonder what that would feel like. Velvet, I hear. Soft. Must be nice, the combination of hard and soft. Lovely. You get a taste for these things. If you don't eat it, you won't get a taste for it. Just wait. Make sure your order is secure, you know? I can't believe everyone's having sex with everyone. I mean, it was clearly a problem when I was younger, because I would get in trouble for it. The scale now. Billions of people. 6 degrees of separation. To every single person that watches this live stream, there is, between me and you, you know someone who knows 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 me. And I know someone who knows 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 you. And we're all having sex with each other as well? I mean, no wonder it's so fucking crazy in the world. You know? We'll never be normal, kind of thing. I'm going to tell you from grandma's position, if you've got really over 4 of a body count, you're fucked. You may as well go for 400. Just crack on, you know? And also, if all of those presumably were kind of relationships, try something different. It's clearly not working. The respect element has not been addressed, you know? The idea that there was supposed to be a license for marriage is revolutionary. Completely revolutionary. If anyone knows that. And fuck the church, quite honestly. I would not... Why? Not literally fuck the church, as in all the people. Just the whole, you know, but yeah, you know, God's. There is no God but God. Luckily. And we can't all be married to God. We can't all be brides of Christ and virgins for the Lord, or whatever the slogan is. Right? So, you know, some people have to have normal lives, get married, procreate, vaccinate. Procreate, vaccinate. Alright? That's the fucking slogan, bro. Procreate, vaccinate. Alright? How to spell back. Vaccinate. Alright? Procreate and vaccinate. Alright? That's the slogan. If anyone needs a takeaway from this session, that's what you need to do. Procreate and vaccinate. But just babies everywhere now, right? We don't know one knows who they belong to. They don't belong to no one half the time. Because anyway, we have them and then we ship them off into school. Just let the government take care of it. It's fine, you know. I need to go to work. So does he. Yeah, we're so screwed. We're so screwed. So procreate and vaccinate, I think, is yeah. I don't know. I'm not in a shared house. No, I kind of am. Well, no, I am. I'm in an apartment thing. There's people upstairs, people downstairs, there's a guy over there. There's usually a woman next door. She's a woman because she's married. I'm not a girl. I have had sex. I'm an unmarried woman, also female. Which is just going to say that, right? It's nothing to do with pronouns. Use whatever pronouns you want. But I'm female. And I'm unmarried. But I have had sex. Right, just to reiterate. If anyone was confused about my history, I have had sex. Yeah, so that's all good, really, you know. But the try before you buy thing, it's like, what about a conversation? Like, you're gonna legitimately tie all your assets, spiritually and physically, materially, all together forever, in a religious way, and legally, if not religious, just as a fact, alright, as a metaphysical fact, your junk's gonna get fucked up together. So, precautions. I don't think the rubber is the Johnny thing, the Durex. Like, I just don't think that's enough of a boundary, you know. I mean, that's just my experience. I don't know about you, right? But I say body count over 4, you fucked. Right? Look at me. I'm on maybe 1 to 1. All right. Who knows who's controlling me at any given time, at any given point in the day? You know, it could be one of my literal invisible friends. You just don't know. So precautions, boundaries, rubber, not sufficient. All right, or just have a free for all. You know, it's one or the other. But to find out later the rules after the upbringing I had, I'm going to repeat. Very strange. Very strange. And then to be laughed at as well. Like, no, you're crazy. Everyone should just have sex with everyone. Or, I really love her, so it's fine. It's like, no, you don't respect each other. And sooner or later, one of you is going to accuse the other one of not respecting the other one. So just do it different. But most of us, anyone here, is too late. Right? We're all fucked more than 4 people. We've basically, all of us, fucked each other. Right? Some of you wanking over this right now. I don't know about that. I'm just supposing. See? You know, at least it's not. At least it's only self-harm. Good. So that's all good. And cheers to the pain. And God bless alcohol. Because it's better than Oromorph. Right? Oromorph got me back into drinking alcohol, quite honestly. Which was carelessly subscribed. But this is getting very monotonous now, just me. Bastien left. He wouldn't wait with me. I should have said to him, wait. But I don't think he could have done. He's also an alcoholic. So, you know, the whim and the vibe would have removed him, I guess. Maybe he's still here. So many things to have opinions on, right? It's great. It's all good. But yeah, waving the placard, shouting, being out in the street, there's not really any justification for it. Achieved nothing. So don't blame it on the people that broke the windows. It's not them. You went out there, created the riot by being there, because what you wanted to go and just... If you want to meet up with other people, like, meet up with them, but do something that's going to engage in a helpful way with your local community, perhaps, rather than just down with this kind of thing, you know. The power of people coming together. Otherwise, what, you just went there to raise a placard? You may as well just have posted it on Facebook. Be done with it, stay at home. Because you created a riot. Now people have broken windows, thrown stones, got angry. Shouldn't have been there. Right? That's what I'm saying. So don't blame the people that threw the stones. Blame all of them. Right? Go home. Go home. In the spirit of Great Britain, go home. Right? And think about it. They are whipped up into a frenzy, of an artificial frenzy. Like a fucking meringue is whipped up. Of like, this is what's going on. It's them, it's them, it's them. If only the government could operate without this interference. Basically, that's what I think. It doesn't achieve nothing. Meanwhile, your kids, where were they? Right? Sort out your own house first. Ain't gonna be no change in no fucking system by going and waving a fucking placard. Alright. Media manipulation, basically. Guys, I don't know what to fucking do. Like, I've signed up for this now, for fuck's sake. I actually signed up for this. Soon I will go to sleep. And wish to never wake, quite honestly. I'm fucking bollocks to it. Everyday pain. Bollocks. I mean, patience to leave my body behind, because all it's good for, it apparently, is for having sex with. Right, and even that doesn't earn me anything. I would just rather leave it behind. You know, like I said at the beginning, I could just stop eating and drinking to break my smoking habit, to improve my life. You know, I could do that. I'd probably survive. I always fucking survive. I survive everything. I could probably walk into a train and, I don't know, fall off the track at the last minute onto my face, and it would just lose an ankle or something. Oh my gosh. So anyway, I've got this floppy body as well. I'm not trying to be, just to point that out. So don't fight it, really. I don't want to fight it too much. Sometimes I have to take it in your hands. Because it's not me. I'm not my body. I'm just peeking out through these eyes. What time is it? It's 1 AM. My lodger not here, which is good, really. Peace. Let us try peace. Because I do have a problem with smoking. Like, I'm automatic. Not talking about any drugs other than tobacco. I do have a problem with it. Just go to it. So yeah, I think fasting good. Fasting, try to do that. But first, alcohol. Yes. Should be over 18 really for this bullshit, in case anyone, you know. I don't know. No, they're more intelligent, these youth, anyway, than we give them any fucking credit for. They can see a problem when it presents itself. We should hope. Yeah, really automatic smoking, thinking of fasting. 5-day water fast and then 0. Is everybody having fun? I will go to YouTube and see what's happening there. Oh, it sounds really serious. I've just looked at my page and I saw what it said in the description, and it's only a brief bit and it sounds really serious. Oh, shush, shush, shush. Two people have liked and one person has subscribed. Well, you know, as much as we have capacity for corruption, we have capacity for loveliness, don't we? Like generosity there. The generosity of the public. The public. All these terms that we use every day in English are so meaningless. I really hope people give up English as a language, because it shaped so much of what some people are going to call it colonial history. I'll just call it like modern day. The public. You, my public, the public, as opposed to what? The private. I mean, in the UK, you call a private school, a fee-paying school, a private school, and you call it a public school. It's new language necessary. Like, I wish. It's just nonsense. And I like the word nonsense because it's like got the word nonce in it as well. So, you know, it does have its charms, but if you go down Portsmouth with the amount of things that are said, which are basically ways of saying one thing by saying another thing, the extent to which that goes on in this great British culture, as in indigenous peoples, that's basically got no book and does drink a lot. And then you've got this very pared back language and the dumbing down as well of language communications through media for like 70 years, but also just the way English is, where we have one word that you could use to mean another word, and because that's so prevalent in our language, you mix alcohol into it and people will say something and it's just no one's going to remember what anyone was basically talking about. They just get a vague idea, basically. English, very basic. And maybe, well, I mean, my grasp of vocabulary probably decreases every day, perhaps, just through many ventures. And I get a free pass because I'm sick, alright? So you do it, alright? Evening, yashasvi, yashasvi. I'm wearing contact lenses, alright? Listen, this is the part of the story where I go to bed, okay? Yeah, I'm just going to write that in the comments as well. See, I get these little dopamine hits for doing these. It's all good, isn't it? I actually do things for other people, but I have limited resources. Sometimes I share my floor space, and yeah, not always. This is Stay Strong. If I can kill me, well, listen, but I'm almost dead anyway. So you don't have to, but thanks for the input. Keep up the good fight, yeah? You know, we can be friends. We don't have to be family. Well, my family upbringing was very from, you know, so we would just be friends, yeah? I don't know, bro. This is the part. No, well, I don't need to do that. Yeah, not necessary, basically. Yeah. Someone tried to make me dead. Oh well. They needn't have bothered. I mean, it's guaranteed, isn't it? Like, it's kind of a pointless exercise. It's like, what were you trying to achieve? Well, we were trying to unalive. Murder. Gonna die anyway. What's the hurry? You know? Why the rush? You know? What it do? Even if when I go make a statement, official report, right, legal thing, right, what I can say about that time is limited. Luckily, many details have, by necessity, are going to be omitted. It's just time and place. And I have to stay alive to that point. I think September, maybe October, maybe even November. I'm trying to get over the last fuck that I had, basically. That's all. That's all I'm trying to do. What happens next? I do this thing. I do share a screen. Are you familiar with the internet, guys? People like to waste time here. So, let's do that. This is always fun. I like this part. Oh yeah, look at that. Is that? No, I'm confused. I think I need to leave. What? There you go. Beautiful. Should keep like popping back. There we go. Beautiful. It's live art, people, right? You don't even need to pay a premiership subscription for this. No ads. My hair is amazing. It's not even real, bruv. Just compliment me on the one thing about me that is not real. I'll take it. It's fine. I'd be lost without that. I'm just very weak. Very weak. Very poor genetics. You know. Not desirable by most people, I have to be honest. I do own a bike. It's a little difficult to take up and down stairs, but it is a nice form of transport. There's a lot of times I'm not moving a great deal because I'm already in pain, and as the day progresses, I get more and potential for injury. In fact, reality, you can just put weight on leg, ow, and that kind of thing. A lot of arthritis in my sacrum has been there for 30 years, and Filshy clips on top of having endometriosis removed, and Ehlers-Danlos, so all that good shit. No pregnant, not pregnant. Your name online is Lamar Patel, and what kind of IQ do you say you have? Like, this just the kind, I'm gonna be blunt, like the kind of comment like you've written, you look like Bob Marley, is meaningless. Like, it's, do you want to try another approach to communication? I just bike riding content, it's tricky. You know, no, cannot do that. You know, even a massage is out of the question, quite honestly. I'm too fucked. You know, I could have claimed universal credit for 2 years before I started claiming again in 2023, and so bike riding content is pretty much out of the question. Right, well, these are gay comments now. Don't understand what is in your mind that makes you right. I saw you from over there and thought you looked beautiful. Like, what, again, your IQ or how to measure the, like, what go on with you? Why? Just why? Not necessary, you know. Don't know what to think about that. Just, you know, you're not going to stop. You know, you can't change, quite honestly. Stay live. You know, a lot of this is boring, you know, I suppose. Not boring, no. There's been a ban on that, hasn't there, recently? Look, can I fart really loudly? I'm going to try. See? Gas. Alright? Problematic. You can blame my character, or you can say maybe it's physiologically pathological and it's not a moral failing. It's one or the other. Bipolar or actually ill. Bipolar or actually ill. Bipolar, misogyny. Misogyny, bipolar, actually ill. Yeah. Fuck me, they make so much money out of creating illnesses out of thin air. manipulating reality to get people to believe in all of these bullshit diagnoses. Bullshit. Big money. Yeah. Just saying yeah to that comment, but I have no fucking clue what you mean. Bipolar air is stinking. I mean, are you special needs, or like, what is it? It's not your IQ. Is it something like social? Like a social thing that you have? What's your thing, right? You're not normal. Otherwise you wouldn't be commenting on this live stream. Maybe can we do like a confession time? Like, what's your poison? You know, I can exorcise you. I just say, you know, I try. I'm a good girl. You know, at the end of the day, you know, you don't get to serve the Lord in the way that I've served him for years and years and not be beloved by, you know, we all need Jesus, baby. If you don't, I didn't know until I was about 18 or 19 what go on with that Bible. I started to read it. Someone was reading it to me. That's how posh I am. I didn't want to read it myself. At least I was interested. I was keen student. Yeah, read the Bible, get to know what Jesus did or something. I don't know. I'm lost with all that. It will work itself out eventually. Eventually, there'll be a merging of the religious peoples, and the heathens will adopt your practices and you'll adopt us. Until then, we are homeless wanderers of that thing there. You know? I'm a religious reject, quite honestly. Just gossip. People like to speculate. And then the people that's not doing the gossip, they don't know. They don't know what's going on, what's being said. And before you know it, you're ostracised. You know, and the good ones, they're flummoxed. They don't know. They don't know, where did she go? You know? And then the gossips will say, well, she's gone back to smoking crack. You know? That kind of thing. You know, I don't know, I don't like people belonging to a religion and then, you know, being shit, basically. Because it is really off-putting for people trying to improve upon themselves, you know. It is annoying. It is one of the things, like, I'd like to have a word and say, look, if you could change one thing about this world, could we get rid of the fake religious people? And the answer is no. They just exist as well, you know. Definitely not a religious upbringing, unless child sexual exploitation is a religion, and then I was initiated. I reject that former path. I'm not a child anymore anyway, it's nothing to reject. Guy King says he thinks my ass blew a hole in the ozone layer. That's nothing, babe. You ain't heard nothing yet. That is... It is what it is. What Vinny Vid says, she... Patel now has come in saying the Bible is a nonce book. Is Isaac married a 3-year-old? This is why I say don't listen to people who say what's in the book. Read the book for yourself. Maybe enough, if it's that bad, enough people will read it to get it banned. Right? Or they'll adopt some of it, the inspiration from it. It's one or the other. But you can't just listen to people online, or even in a church, or in a mosque, or a temple, who says, this is what the book says. Like, fuck that. You know, look after your fucking kids and your neighbours. That's the bottom fucking line, isn't it? Look after the orphans and the widows. If you ain't doing that, I'm not interested in hearing what you say the book says. Give me the book. Give me the book. You go do the good things you're meant to do. Gossip is horrendous. And a lot of the times it's not true, and that's calumny, and it's slander. Terrible. But I didn't have a good reputation to maintain anyway, so I can't be that stressed about it. It's like, oh well, my reputation was already fucked, and so, you know, people are gonna talk, haters gonna hate. Can't get rid of them. Genesis is in the Genesis, is it? Genesis. I don't know what this thing is about Pippo. I missed something. I missed some comments. That's why I want to go back to YouTube and see what comments I didn't see. They may be there. Pip. Oh, someone in comments is called Pip Assessment. Oh, you guys are chatting among yourselves. You're probably the same person. Well, thanks for your interest, you know. It's Bonnie, 69 minutes in. Don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. We're going for the longest live stream in the ever part, take 2. It's held by Hulu. There's 4 of them. 3 of them, 4 of them took it in turns watching Game of Thrones or something. And they did that for like 170 hours or something. You know, we stream until we die. 0 out the E. I'm not very difficult to get in contact with. That is a lie. Just need to do a Ouija board to find me there. You know, we'll talk among yourselves. That's what this space is for consultation and problem solving, you know. But it just looks like gossip. He's not from Pakistan. He's from Milton Keynes. It's like monetizing the, you know, I don't know. This world's not nice. I think the takeaway point from here is I want to go home at the end of the day. And I want to have sex, right? So either have sex eternally, just be like in some kind of comatose state of just permanent pumping. You know, that is possible. You just have to find the right people to do that with. But it's also morally and spiritually reprehensible. Spiritually more than morally. Because my moral compass was set to obligation there. Alright? Obli-fucking-gation. Not in this body, Gaia King. Away. We get... Right, so we come out of this world. Like, from the semen to the egg. Spring forth. Formed in the darkness. Eventually so big, the Matrix pushes us out again into the world. So, from the world... combination of elements and pairs, the fusion anyway pops out and again must be squeezed out of the matrix. Spirit leaves body, right? Soul advances, right? Universe is infinite. The worlds of Allah. I don't know why me and Sorrow have to do it that way. Limitless in number, right? We are very small-minded. What we're led to believe, heaven, hell, maybe purgatory, it's all ballaks. Shortchanged. Everyone's shortchanged. Too much religion, like don't do this, don't do that, follow me, do that, give us your money, da-da-da. Give us the books. That's what I'm saying, you know? Because those guys, I don't know what the fuck. What the fuck? We you know, it's hard to change. How to adopt that now, you know. Maybe if able-bodied, all fine. Let me know. Let me know what your experience is. I don't know. I've never been able-bodied. Probably better outcomes. For me, just Zen. The Lord loves me. What can I say? And I need encouragement in that too. You know, I just think the books, that's the thing. You guys in the comms, you having a nice time? I have to sleep at some point. Also, sorry about, well, not sorry, like fuck. You know, you're looking after me here, but there'll be drops in the Wi-Fi because it's just not very. It's like £20 a month Wi-Fi, and apparently that just doesn't buy good Wi-Fi. So, but this, yeah, I mean. Fuck. I don't know. Well, you guys are having a nice time. That's fine. I feel nice that I can facilitate this space for you. Nice. But the main thing is, I hate the screen time, and I want it off. And I remember before we had all of this, and there's something some people maybe it's not just. I hate the screens, alright? I don't like. That's all I'm going to say. Enough of it. To the point where I had to come here to be like, I've had enough of it. And the internet's not real. Hashtag the internet is not real. Like, turn it off, so what? But it's just, I don't know. Look, I'm fucking retarded. I don't know why no one was even asking me. But I'm going to turn this one off. I should show you my game, really, before. Just to, This one. Very important. Right. But no, really badly underemployed. Just giving up. Fucking giving up. Brain's gone. Body's gone. If the body goes, the mind come back tomorrow. Quite honestly. So, that can be exploited. Yeah. You could cover that up if you wanted. If you were just in the nature of covering up real physical, rare diseases and whatnot. Just call it autism, right? So you can prescribe drugs forever and ever and ever, Take people into treatment, and their family members had enough of them, You were not abused as a child. It's all about perspective.